Hello guys, welcome to this video. So today we will see the role of mass transfer in the GATE exam. So this video is a sequence of 4 parts, starting with the first one where we will see the format of the GATE exam and try to observe how is it going to influence the upcoming GATE exams. The second part will focus on the subjects of the chemical engineering. So how individual subjects contribute to this GATE exam. Then the third part, where we will specifically discuss about the mass transfer and the topics that we should prepare to get ready for the upcoming GATE exams. Then in the fourth part, we will try to conclude it that is it worth it to prepare the mass transfer, and if it is so, how we are going to use it to crack the GATE. So without any ado, let's get started. Now let's have an overview of the format of the GATE paper. So till 2020 we were having two type of questions. The first one is the objective, where we have only one type of option will be correct, and the second type where we are talking about the numerical type question. So you have to write down the answer. Now in 2020 IIT Bombay has introduced one more type of question, where they have introduced like the option, more than one options will be correct. Now we have two type of people in the GATE exam who have different way of preparations. So first way is that you have the formula which is in the which you remember from the textbooks. Okay, and the second type of people are who take this opportunity as like ABCD, Akkad Bakkad Bombay Bo, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di type of people. Okay, so the basic theory is, so these type of the second type of people, initially they were having this chance that out of 4 options one will be correct, right? So they have a possibility of 25%. Success possibility is 25%. But now because of more than one option is correct, now how do they know how many options will be correct and then which options will be correct? So there will be, so they have to go with more permutation and combinations, right? So what I believe from like these type of questions, like they are slowly improving the GATE paper, they are going back. Okay, and how they are going back? Till 2000 the paper was subjective. Actually you have to solve the whole paper. Okay, so you have to go stepwise to solve that paper. So in that manner they will check your knowledge for that particular subject, particular type of topic. Okay, and right now in the last 20 years, because of this objective behavior, objective type of paper, the approach for this paper has been changed. Some people just go with like permutation and combination. They think that 0.2 is correct or 0.002 is correct, so they just to go with any one of the options. Okay, or they go just like tukka. Okay, just they try to check their luck just because they have spent 1000 or 1500 rupees, so they go with the luck thing also. So what I'm trying to say is that because of this change in the format, the people who actually prepared for the GATE exam now, they will have this very good opportunity to make a major difference from the people who like go with the average preparation, who prepare really hard, and some people who don't even know, like let's go and give this exam type of people. Okay, so the basic thing is, because of all those things, because of having the subjective type of paper or having more than one options to be correct, the cutoff will go down. It should go down. I mean now the people who prepare on an average, I mean now that you should have a deep knowledge about one specific topic, right? And the people will not also take the risk also. So I have this experience that more you will be prepared now, the lesser the chance that you will take that risk. Okay, so now let's look at the contribution from individual subjects also, like what will be the marks contribution from individual subjects. So looking at the screen now, they have like specifically mentioned like 15 marks from the aptitude, 13 marks from the mathematics, and rest 10 subjects we have in chemical engineering: mass transfer, heat transfer, fluid flow, CRE, thermo, PDC, economics, CT, MO, and process calculation. So all 10 will contribute to 72 marks. Talking about the next one is the one like where they are saying like how many questions will come from individual subjects. So that's all. That's the format of the GATE paper. Okay, now we will understand like how individual subjects in the chemical engineering contribute to GATE, and we will conclude the story by looking back in the last 10 years. Okay, we will like analyze the 10 years data and try to conclude like what is the generally what type of format they make for the GATE exam. Now let's understand the marks contribution from individual subject in the last 10 years, that is from 2011 to 2020. If you look at the screen, so if we leave this mathematics and general aptitude, which always come around 13 and 15 marks respectively, we will look into the rest of the 10 subjects, that is the mass transfer, heat transfer, fluid flow, CRE, thermo, PDC, economics, CT, MO and process calculations. You will see out of all the 10 subjects, these 4 subjects that I highlighted as black, so fluid dynamics, that is the fluid mechanics plus MO, mass transfer and CRE, all they contribute more than 10 marks always. Like if even in the fluid dynamics, when you look at they contributed as a single digit contribution was in 2015, which was of 9 marks. Mass transfer contributed only once in single digit, that is in 2011. CRE never contributed less than 10 marks. So if we will say in a manner that, and yes, there is this thing that fluid dynamics greater than 10 doesn't mean that just 10. It means 12 to 14 marks. That's the average. Mass transfer goes 12 to 13 marks. CRE will be 10 to 12 marks. So if we will add up all these 4 subjects, then it will come more than 35 to 36 marks. So which means like all these 10 subjects contribute 72 marks, but 35 to 36 is only contributed from these 3 subjects. So now you have to decide like how you should prepare the GATE exam. Either you will go with this, like you look at the thermodynamics, although it's a very, according to me, it's a very heavy subject. Okay, I mean, there are a lot of topics, the syllabus is also very broad, so, and they only contribute 6 to 8 marks. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say, like you have to decide which way you want to go, how you want to prepare your exam, how you want to prepare for the exam, which type of subjects you should choose. And yes, one thing is clear, you have to be prepared with the mathematics and general aptitude. There is no backup option for this one. If you will leave 28 marks, there is a very less possibility that you will crack the GATE exam. Okay, because mathematics is a very easy subject when you will compare with other streams, na? Like mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer science, civil. So our paper is easy. Okay, so you have to prepare the mathematics at any cost. General aptitude, it's an average subject. Everyone can score approximately 10 marks. Okay, but let's talk about these subjects. Then you have to decide on the basis like if you don't have time. If you have time, good luck, go with all the subjects. If you don't have time, then choose the subjects wisely so that you can crack, not just crack the GATE, but you score a good rank also. Now, before we go further to the main part of the video, it's an update. Actually, we have a Facebook page where we regularly share the definitions, formulas, and short notes. So you are most welcome to join us there also. So now moving on to the main part of the video, which is the mass transfer. As you have seen on the thumbnail also, we are going to talk about the mass transfer. So let's see like how individual topics in the mass transfer contribute to the GATE exam. So now IIT Bombay has introduced one new topic in mass transfer, and that is membrane separations, which will include the microfiltration, ultrafiltration, nanofiltration and reverse osmosis. That's the only change in the mass transfer from till 2020 to now. Now moving forward to the main content, that is the contribution from individual topics of mass transfer. So here we can have on the screen like from 2011 to 2020 how individual topics were contributing to the GATE exam. I have distributed the topics on the basis of 2 major content, that is the mass transfer 1 and mass transfer 2. So mass transfer 1 will include the Fick's law, diffusion, mass transfer coefficient, theories of mass transfer, which means we have film theories, penetration theory, surface renewal theory and the boundary layer theory. Talking about the analogies of mass transfer, which are Reynolds analogy, Prandtl analogy, and finally the Chilton-Colburn analogy. And then we have the interphase mass transfer. All these topics will conclude as mass transfer 1. And in mass transfer 2, we have distillation, absorption, liquid-liquid extraction, leaching, drying, humidification and dehumidification, adsorption, and finally the new topic, which is the membrane separations. So till 2020, there was no contribution from this topic. So now if you look at the overall contribution, so mass transfer 1 has contributed approximately 25%, whereas mass transfer 2 always contribute approximately 75%. And now if we look at the specific topics, then distillation, absorption and liquid-liquid extractions. These are the three topics that you will always see in the GATE exam. And in the right side, the green highlighted one, if you look at that side, then distillation contributes approximately 33% of the overall paper. So let's say the paper is of 100 marks. So out of which 12% is contributed from mass transfer and out of which 33 is contributed from the distillation. Similarly, we have the absorption which contributes approximately 13% of 12%. And similarly, the liquid-liquid extraction almost contribute to 15%. And you will see in the last 10 years, distillation was always considered. Absorption was not there in 2016, except that there was always at least one question from absorption. And then we have the liquid-liquid extractions. So similarly, drying is also an important question. Out of 10 times, it was there 6 times. And talking about the mass transfer 1, then the basics of mass transfer, the first row, that's the most important one. Theories, they comes once in a while. Analogies, they comes once in a while. And even in these theories and analogies also, they will have a direct question. Direct question in the form that they have mentioned the Chilton-Colburn analogy and they try to find like, can you derive this equation from the Chilton-Colburn analogy? Now you should remember what is Chilton-Colburn analogy, only then you can come to that second equation what they are asking for. So these type of questions are generally asked, so the contribution is very less. So what I am trying to say is that now first thing is membrane separation. This is a new topic, so there is a very high possibility that you will see at least one question from this topic. Distillation, absorption, liquid-liquid extraction, you will definitely see at least one question from these topics also. Okay, so be prepared with, I will say, if you have time, prepare the whole subject, because there is a tuning between individual subjects, individual topics also. Okay, and there is one important thing, I have not included the dimensionless numbers here. Okay, so these marks, the marks distribution that we are seeing on the screen right now, it's only from the topics that I have mentioned. It doesn't include the dimensionless numbers. And out of 10, I saw that at least 4 times there were dimensionless numbers. So I will make a separate video for the dimensionless numbers, like how, what type of questions they generally ask from the dimensionless numbers. So digest this thing and prepare it according to the topic wise. Like you have seen leaching, there was never any contribution from the leaching. Looking at the drawing, yes, it was always, then they always ask like 2 marks question. So conclusion from this picture is that you should never leave distillation, absorption, liquid-liquid extraction and the basics of mass transfer. They are mandatory. And if you look at, if you even calculate the overall contribution also, then distillation, absorption and liquid-liquid extraction, they itself contribute more than 50% of mass transfer. Okay, so if you have a command on mass transfer, definitely you should definitely prepare all these 3 topics, and always you should also include the basics of mass transfer too. Okay, so now you have seen the format of the GATE paper and how mass transfer contribute to it. Okay, now we are going to see, can we use this mass transfer as a tool, as a weapon to crack the GATE? Okay, so mass transfer means material balance. Okay, and you already know, like even if you will prepare the distillation, absorption and liquid-liquid extraction along with the basics of mass transfer, you already contributed to 80% of the paper, which means 80, 12, 12, if it's a contribution is of 12 marks, so which means 80% of 12 is 9.2. So you can approximately score 10 marks very easily in the mass transfer. Now talking about the process calculation, which is a combination of material plus energy balance, and it generally contribute to 4 to 6 marks. So you can easily score in the, you can also score 4 to 5 marks in that one also. So let's say you know the mass transfer, you know the process calculation, which means the contribution is now 14 to 16 marks. Let's go to the safe side and say 14 marks is the minimum that you can score combining the mass transfer with the process calculations. So now you have 14 marks with your side. Now we move on to further, and if you look into the mathematics plus aptitude, then they contribute to 28 marks. Let's say for the safe side, you can easily score 22 marks out of 28 marks. Okay, it's very easy. Once you will go through it, you will have an idea, like it's easy to score that one also. So let's say you have scored 20 to 22 marks. So if you will combine these marks with the mass transfer plus process calculations, we will see that 14 were in that one and 20 marks in this one. So you have scored 34 marks so far. 20 plus 14 is 34 marks. Now look at the cutoff in the last 10 years. If you will see the cutoff, and let's say I have this formula, plan for the worst, do for the best. So let's take the worst scenario here, and we will compare the cutoff with respect to general category. So if you have 34 marks with only 4 subjects, which means 2011 done, 2012 done, 2013 is also cracked, 14 little bit left, let's put it aside for the time, 2015 done, 2016 done, 2019 done. So with all those 4 subjects, that is mass transfer, process calculation and mathematics plus the aptitude, general aptitude, if they combine to give you a cutoff, you have already cracked 6 cutoffs, right? So 2011, 2012, 2013, 2015, 2016, 2019. So 6 years of cutoff is already gone. Now we have to add one extra subject which is easy to prepare and easy to score. And which one could be? In my opinion, it should be chemical technology. And chemical technology generally contributes to 5 to 7 marks. Generally contribute 5 to 7 marks. Which means even if you will play safe in this one also, so you can easily score 5 marks. 4 to 5 marks are easy to score. You already have 34 marks. Now you will add up these 5 marks also. Now you have 39 to 40 marks. Okay, now we will look back to the cutoff one more time. So now 2011, 2012 done, 2013 done, 14 done, 15 done, 16 done, 17 is left, 18 done, 19 done, 20 done. So out of one subject, out of 1 year of cutoff, rest of the cutoffs you can easily crack with all these 5 subjects. And I have chosen these 5 subjects because if you know the mass transfer, you definitely know the process calculation. So combine it, it's easy to score. Mathematics and general aptitude, it's mandatory. That's why you have to prepare it. Now you have to choose 1 or 2 easy subjects, and one of them is the chemical technology. Now rest you can just choose to crack the last one of 2017 cutoff also. And if you compare the OBC, all are done. If you compare the SC/ST, with all these 4 subjects, you can easily crack the SC/ST cutoff, OBC cutoff. In general, only 1 is left, that is of 2017. So if it's possible for you, you can either make these subjects better, like instead of considering 20 marks in the general aptitude plus maths, you can go up to 22 marks, right? In the CT, if you prepare it well, then instead of having 5 marks, it can go to 6 and 7 also. So you can safely play with all these subjects, or you can add 1 extra subject to not take the risk. Okay, and I have already mentioned like before that the cutoff will definitely go down because of the new format of the paper. So I think this mass transfer can be used as the subject to crack the gate, because it's somehow connected to the process calculation, and it's a heavy it has the one of the maximum contribution in the gate. It is approximately equal to the mathematics, and we don't know, maybe this year it can go to 14 marks also, we never know. Okay, so yes, we can use mass transfer, and this mass transfer is the right choice is one of the right choice to prepare for the GATE. Now, the one last thing that I would like to add up in this video is the source from where you should prepare it. And this one is not a this time I'm not having this polite recommendation. It's more of like, a strong recommendation. As you don't have an option, you should prepare with this booklet also. And the booklet name is M. Subbu. If you want to have a grab on the concept, it's not a grab on the concepts, then you should solve the questions from 1987 to 2001, at least from 1987 to 2001, because I believe the old is gold. Okay, the same way that you see the older movies are much better from the now one. The same way we have this format in this case also, that the questions were really good in the old times, that is from the 1987 to 2001. Okay, so prepare those questions, and the booklet is M. Subbu, errorless, and it's really brilliant. You will see the questions with the proper solution for that, for those questions. Okay, it's not an advertisement, it's an opinion, it's a recommendation to you guys, because if you keep solving the questions from the textbooks, you will never may end up with like how you should prepare for the GATE. Okay, so solve the GATE questions and start, if possible, start from the 1987 to 2001. If you still have time, then solve all the questions from 2001 to till now. Okay, then solve all the questions, and the link for the book will be in the description box. So go through that booklet, okay, and solve all the questions. I mean, I'm not saying this is one of the best book, but this is the best option for us. Okay, if you will compare to other books, this is one of the good book. And if you want to continue from 2001 to 2018, then M. Subbu also have the same thing for that one. So I will have all the links in the description box. Just go through that booklet, and it's my like personal experience that the books will definitely help you out to understand the paper, to how to attempt the paper, how to approach to a question. Okay, so please solve this booklet. Okay, so that's it for this video, and see you soon in the next video. We will have more such videos to understand the subject from the perspective of GATE. So thank you very much. Jai Hind.